I don't know if being in Graham's how that translates well.
Yeah,
I guess Pat was in the same.
Pat was in the same.
He was in the same offense, but
I think you're seeing, well, like for example, like in high school I played for Kurt Warner, so we did very old school pro style stuff. Yeah. Like his whole philosophy is like you need to see the coverage. I'm gonna give you
that's
cover
how I
3,
am.
cover 1 beater over here, or man beater, cover 3 beater over here, and
Cover
over
2
here
beater.
is a 2 high beater.
Exactly.
And like you need to like understand the protection, and you need to just to diagnose it and then make a decision and then read that one defender.
Exactly.
Whereas like, and then first day meetings with Graham, I'm a freshman. I know all this stuff. I think I'm like a wizard with the coverages, and Graham goes, I don't care what coverage it is. You go through your reads. I'm like, okay, yes, coach.
Yeah.
So, but the beauty of like the air raid, I think like the more you understand it, the more you can kind of understand like why the progressions are the way they are.
Yeah.
But also I think like a lot of the philosophy is translating to the NFL, like the spread offense. Like you look at Doug Peterson as an air raid guy. You look at like he almost hired Graham as the Eagles coach. You look at Kingsbury's in the league. You know, even McVay and who's the guy in San Fran? I'm forgetting space.
Shanahan.
And Shanahan.
Yeah.
They have similar progression type stuff.
Yeah.
It might not be dubbed air raid,
I would
but
say,
it is progression based. So like, and even Andy Reid, even though like they read it differently, like there's a reason Pat is very successful in that offense. You know, so I think that
he's schemed up. It's schemed up.
It's again like there are more parallels now than there were 10, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason that Pat at Texas Tech went first round, and like Graham when he was drafted like didn't even get drafted. Like so I think the game's definitely trending towards that direction.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree. I agree with that point as far as like trending in that direction. But like when I think of like a Sean McVay or like a Sean Payton even, like those guys, the way they can move players around and like put pressure on the defense and really, hit the pin or the pain points of like a cover 3, cover 2, cover 1. It's just quite remarkable. So like I'm more on the side of like the Kurt Warner, side where it's like, hey, we got to dissect them. We had this trouble with 7-on-7.
Yeah.
Like
I think most NFL teams are like that.
Yeah.
I was saying there's probably a little bit more.
I'm the same way. It's like coming from Vandy, we were very pro style, the same exact thing. Like you have a 2 high beater and a man beater, or like a 1 high beater.
Yeah.
And then coming here, same exact thing with you. Like Graham would say, like, all right, why'd you throw this, or why didn't you throw this? And it's like your first read, and I'd get in trouble for it all the time. And I'd be like, it was cover 2. Like I'm not gonna throw this out into cover 2.
Yeah.
Like I don't care. Like look at it. Yeah. Because it might win or they might get out of it. And then like everything's very meticulous in that manner.
Yeah.
So I think that's what you're getting at.
So what do you think works better? Because I've kind of seen it work for, a college or a high school quarterback. I feel like the schematic wise, it helps like simplify things. And plus, you don't have the best athletes too out there running the routes. But like for college, maybe the air raid style works better. For NFL, you need the.
It probably depends, and like we talk about it all the time. Like just talent wise at SC, like we can roll out onto the field and win 9 games.
Yeah.
I mean that's how we
are.
That
was really bold. What's the schedule next year?
We talk about it all the time. I mean, we're like,
you guys play Bama? Or that was supposed to be this past year?
Supposed to be last year,
right? But it's
that would have been nice, dude.
it's those last like 2, 3, 4 games.
Yeah.
That it's gonna take the scheme. It's gonna take our dedication to the system and knowledge of what we're doing. And our playbook isn't the biggest, but that's by design. So we feel like we're already more talented than most of the teams we're playing. And so let's just play fast, play physical, and do what we do at a better level.
I mean, it works.
Yeah.
That's the thing I think about the area that like you can do like any offense you want, but if like the guy who's playing quarterback isn't confident in what he's doing or playing fast, then like it's not gonna work. So like you can have the greatest offensive coordinator ever, and he can dial up the greatest play, but if he doesn't understand what coverage he's reading, it's not gonna work. Or if he's not understanding his reads in the air raid, it's not gonna work. And like to Mo's point, like what we were talking about, like coach will say like, you'll have a hitch in cover 2, like that's your first read.
Yeah, which blows my mind.
You'll never throw a hitch in cover 2. But like, sometimes the corner like gets soft and you can throw it. Like, so sometimes it is weird because in my head too, like in the first few weeks of meetings when I was a freshman, I was like, there's no way this is gonna work. There's no chance. Like you can't just do that. And then I like just I was pride myself on being coachable. So it's like, all right, I gotta do what coach says, and then lo and behold, it works. And I was like, all right, I guess like. So I think like whatever your philosophy is, like it can be either way. Like you just have to believe in it, and you have to find a guy that's willing to execute it.
Yeah, I mean that's a freaking great answer. That's a really great answer to that. I have no comebacks. I know we always talk about it. I'm like, like it's the hitch scenario. Like cover 2 hitch, like no, that's like I just want to speed it up. I don't even want to worry about that. If I know they're playing cover 2, I'm not throwing. It
has a lot to do with the footwork, right? And so even if,
is there footwork to it too?
Even if you're not going to throw it, it's going to time better, such that the progression, like if it's you have an.
I don't want to give up all his secrets though.
Like we just play Y cross. Everyone runs it. Yeah. There's a go. Sometimes there's a little out route. A crossing route, and then like another crossing route behind it.
Yeah.
So like you got to read that first go and maybe that out if you're in the right formation. Mm-hmm. But like if you skipped it, you're going to be way too early to that cross. And that cross guy can sit down, he can change it. So like if you just speed to that, like your time's gonna be messed up. But that's what Kerr always says whenever we watch film together. He'll be like, well, like you're wasting time over here. Like,
you're wasting time. Like, what the heck? Like, let's get over here.
I'm with you, but like I can't throw this earlier. So like I understand what you're saying, but like some reads like it like the way the air raid works. That's like kind of how it needs to be.
Yeah. Oh, okay.